Hi, welcome back.
Yeah, we just got back from
France.
France a week ago today.
Yeah, it took us a while to recover. It's, we're getting older and we're in our 50s. And I'll tell you what, that 9-hour time difference between us on the West Coast and in France,
Yeah,
it's a
doozy.
Yeah, it's a challenging because when we came back, we went straight to work.
Yeah,
And so it was. It's been challenging, but you make it through it, and we're here. We have fresh minds, and we want to talk about our travel.
Yeah, this week I had to dig deep. Like, is this trip worth it every time? And I really had to think about what are the reasons, that we've chosen France. Like, why are we willing to put ourselves through a day of torture to get from here to there?
Well, we know we wanted to go abroad.
Yes.
And that's what we want to talk about now is, why France?
Right.
Why is that our final destination?
Yeah.
That's what we want to talk about.
Okay. So I'm Rochelle.
I'm Jeff.
And we're an American couple that have chosen to look at moving abroad.
Yeah, and we chose France.
We chose France. So we're chasing France. We just want to take you along on the journey with us.
Yeah, so what started this off?
Oh my goodness. So in 2024, April of 2024, I was celebrating my 50th birthday along with...
Without me.
That's
okay.
It was a girls trip. Anyways, I was celebrating a 50th and, had a friend that has a home in France, and she's talked about it all the time, and I really, really enjoyed hearing her talk about it, and she threw it out there. We have another dear friend of ours that was celebrating a birthday at the same time, and we thought, let's do it. So we did a girls trip in April of 2024, and it right off the bat, we got full exposure to a French protest.
So if you're going to go there and, experience the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, and when the French protest, it's a doozy. They really know how to do it. So we were fortunate to be blessed with a protest of the air traffic controllers, which meant instead of our leisurely trip from the Pacific Northwest directly into Paris, we did a little reroute. We ended up going through London, which actually was a really fun experience. Literally, we went through London. Like, we flew into London, we got in a really cool cab, and we took a really quick trip through the city to the train station. And we ended up taking the Channel, which was a cool experience. It's a train. It goes underwater, and it's black outside, so you don't see anything, but exciting. But it was cool.
I think it's cool.
Jeff would like to do it.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do it one day.
Yeah.
Took the train from London into Paris, and we spent a couple of nights in Paris. Got to experience Paris, so that's where we got to celebrate my 50th. So it was very cool to say that celebrate my 50th.
So what
in
did you
Paris.
like? What do you like about Paris?
Well, you have to understand, I am not a city person, which...
Neither of us are.
Neither of us are, which is why we really have chosen the countryside, the south countryside of France. But what I really, really enjoyed is what you'll soon learn is that I have a gluten intolerance in the States. I am unable to eat wheat, flour, anything that contains gluten here in the States.
Which is a lot of food. I mean, even down to if you buy pre-processed shredded cheese, most of it has a gluten product in it, so it doesn't stick together.
Right. And we just don't realize that in the States. So what I had heard and actually was experiencing before we went to France was that there are some people in the States that are not celiac, which I am not, but do have a gluten intolerant to our wheat and flour and the way it's processed in the States. So anyways, I quickly found out that European flour does not affect me that way. So I became a bread maker.
When she came back.
Well, I became a bread maker, and then I was so excited to be able to go to Paris to be able to have my first croissant since I became gluten-free years ago. So my 50th, of course, had to be celebrated
With a croissant.
with the croissant. On the River Seine, we took a we are so classy. We took a bottle of champagne and some paper cups. stopped at a bakery, got some croissants, and yeah, I ate croissants on my 50th in Paris. So, anyways, so that was kind of the catalyst, the trip that kind of exposed me to France. We then took the train from Paris to Bordeaux. And from there, we switched trains and went from Bordeaux down to a adorable little village called Louveciennes-de-Cadouin, which I am very sure I've completely butchered. But
I do every time.
yes, and we're trying, folks. That is where our friend has a gorgeous home, and I have been fortunate, Jeff has been fortunate to be able to make a few trips there. So that is where we spent 2 weeks, and gave us the opportunity to check it out, and I don't know, anyways.
So she had a great time. Her and her girls her girlfriends had an amazing time, and every day that she would call, she was all excited. And she found that she really kind of dreaded coming back here, which was interesting. It
was interesting.
It's unfortunate just to have that feeling.
Because I knew that once I started eating the food here again, I wasn't going to feel well, and so that was disappointing. You know, the food aspect for me is a huge thing there. Anyways, so that's one of the big reasons I really liked being in Paris, being in France, was the food.
And you just kind of fell in love with it.
Yeah. Once I'll say Paris was great. Paris is socially, it's definitely, Paris is not France. I'll just say that. I love Paris. A beautiful city. So many things to do. Oh my gosh.
Lots of things to do.
We have done the Louvre. We stayed in Montmartre. We went to Notre Dame.
Yep.
We experienced the metro system. I don't know.
Which the metro system is amazing. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that anyways. So I don't know. What else do we want to talk about?
But it was a great time for you. And,
yes.
And you came back and said, I want to go back. I want to take you back.
Yeah.
Well, and actually, I think you went back one other time.
I did go back one more time without him.
She just leaves.
So my work is so gracious and allows me to travel and work abroad. And I got the opportunity in October of 2024, so same year, to go back just with my one friend that lives there. And I worked a week. Actually, I think I worked both weeks that I was there. Yeah. And I will say, it's a great opportunity and I appreciate it, but it's rough. I mean, again, we're talking about time zone difference and stuff, being in our 50s and trying to recover. I worked a 3:30 p.m. to 12:30 shift.
Local time in France.
Local time in France, which was a 6:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. schedule here. Of course, it was a little flexible. I would maybe clock in a little bit, do a little bit earlier in the day and stuff. But all in all, really trying to stick to that schedule, that's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it was great because then it kept our days open so that we could go do things. But we soon found out our laundry list of things that we were going to do every day.
Didn't get done. No, did not get done.
No. But we had the best time. I mean, because that time we ended up spending it with friends. We would do long lunches. We would go to the market. We would, sit. Jeff would work on YouTube.
Well, that was the trip. The second trip I went.
Yes.
But still, with the trip that you went by yourself with our friend.
Yes.
You had another great time, and I think it really cemented in what you wanted to bring me to say here's a look at a different style of life.
Yeah. I mean, it's a different pace of life, really. It's, I feel like we're so go, go, go here. And, you know, we have a laundry list of 50 things that we want to get done for the day.
all the time.
All the time. And you'll get those 50 things done, and you still at the end of the day are like, oh, I have these 3 other things I should have done. And you don't feel like accomplished. There, honestly, I feel like if we go to the market, if we, you know, maybe go to our little village or visit or have friends, you know, have lunch with friends. Or
Well, you start off at the bakery because
we do always. That is true.
love to start off the bakery, but I'm not going to get into Sundays right now. That's a little. I'm a little bitter about that. We'll talk about that some other time. But
That is the thing we do have to get used to. Because it is a different way of life. They prioritize things differently.
Yep.
Sundays are their rest days.
Yeah.
So
which is fantastic.
I
Don't get me
am
wrong.
not balking about it at all.
No.
But when
it's
you're coming in,
it's hard to understand from our point of view because we're not used to it. That's all.
exactly. When we come in on when did we get in there? On a Saturday or was it a
We
Sunday?
got in late Saturday.
Late Saturday.
After the grocery stores had closed.
Yeah.
So again, we're staying at our friend's house, and it's in the countryside, so there's no restaurants or anything. And so nothing was open. So anyways, we went through, and then Sunday, we couldn't find anything open.
No.
And so we found a roadside vending machine that does pizzas. And
Yeah.
it was a vending machine pizza. I mean, it got us through, right?
Yeah, I had seen it the couple times I was there before. Did not try it. Didn't need to. But we were hungry,
Yeah.
and there was nothing open, guys. There was
Yeah.
nothing.
Nothing
Like
again in the countryside, nothing open.
We failed. Yeah, our first failure was that we didn't go grocery shopping on the way because we
should have.
We should have. Yeah,
We were
from
just-
Bordeaux.
we were just
we drove
tired.
in from Bordeaux. We should have stopped and got something. We didn't. We're tired. Sunday morning, we're being leisure. It's Sunday morning, you know. No, everything is closed. So Sunday we were pretty hungry by that point. We were
we're hangry at that point.
So vending machine pizza it was.
And yeah, we'll leave it at that. We it's a popular service.
It's like the coolest idea,
Yeah.
literally, like really, it's the coolest idea. I'm pescatarian, so I don't eat meat. Plus I'm gluten free, not in France, so thank God, so I can eat anything. But
Correct.
I
She
don't
can
eat
eat the
meat.
pizzas.
I just don't eat the meat. There's no gluten. There was no not gluten free. There was no vegetarian options.
Correct.
So,
You had to pick off the
so I had to pick, I think, ham
Ham,
off, which
yeah.
we all know ham. Anyways, still tastes like it. So, it came out looking great.
Yeah, it did.
I think we've got some pictures, some video.
Yeah.
Came out looking great. It was a cool experience. So we can now say we had vending machine pizza. So.
And we don't plan on having it again.
No,
But
we
that's okay.
I'm planning better in the future on our
Yeah.
timing of getting to the now that we know when the markets are open and
We do, and we make because Rochelle's gluten intolerant, and we now get flour in the States that is from France or Italy.
European flour.
Yeah, we make our own pizzas.
We do. Yep. Yes.
Our from dough to sauce, we make it all. And I'll tell you what, it's really hard to top our own pizza.
Even in the south of France.
Even in the south of France, our pizza I think is better.
Yeah.
And we'll go over that.
We may be a little, yeah.
We're a little biased on that. Yeah, but we'll go over why
Yeah.
some other time. But so that was her trip, and then she and I went with her oldest daughter in August of 2025. We
Yep.
went back. Had some other friends go with us as well. Well, they met us there about a week
They met us
after.
there, yep. So we were there Jeff, Olivia, and I got into Paris and spent, 3 nights in
Yep.
Paris? And so we stayed in Montmartre. Very
Which
cool.
is very cool place.
But when they talk about, big luggage, the stairs, the narrow spot, it's a thing.
It is such a thing, and it's horrible. So guess who carried up the luggage?
You did not only yourself. Anyways, it absolutely was an experience.
It was an experience.
A beautiful area. We had so much fun. Lots of steps, lots of walking. That was the trip that we figured out the metro.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, the Airbnb that we stayed at, even though it was small, it was
Yeah.
like a studio. because it had the loft.
It had a loft, right?
Yeah. It was a great place.
It was.
You know,
And
if
it was it was where it was located.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, it was a great place to stay. Yeah,
and I believe it's F1 the movie. They go right by it. This is one of the movies that we watched on the flight.
Oh, that's right.
They actually have a scene in it that where we sat, and also the door of the Airbnb is in the movie.
Yep.
It's pretty
So
cool.
It's,
Anyways,
it's like right there. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
So yeah, we did the metro. So it was really when we got the metro down. So we did that's kind of I don't know. Just the stairs to get down and back up out of the metro.
We're lazy Americans. I mean, come on. We're out of shape, not lazy. We're out of shape Americans.
All I'm saying is wear your Hokas, your whatever,
Or comfortable shoes.
Comfortable shoes,
Yep.
yes, because you will be doing your stairs and steps while you're there. Oh my goodness. I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, so the three of us went. We had a great time with our
Yep.
friends. And then Rochelle and I just recently went back, January 2026.
Yep.
And said, we want to go experience it, just the two of us, and our friend was there. But
Well, no, we had a week.
A
we had
week,
a week.
yeah.
We were there before she came, so we had a week there by ourselves. It was fun. We took the train. Well, this was kind of a whirlwind. We didn't even stay
we
in
didn't
Paris.
stay in Paris, yeah.
So this trip we did from Pacific Northwest to Paris, and then took a cab from Charles de Gaulle
Yeah.
straight to Gare Montparnasse, the train station. Took a two and a half hour train ride.
A
Very
high-speed
comfortable.
train. Yeah, high-speed train.
Very comfortable. Do first class. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
First class. We
It's
made
not
a
that
mistake.
much more.
We'll talk about it on our way back. We didn't do first class, and kind of wish we did.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's worth it.
So we went to Bordeaux.
We
and
went to
then
Bordeaux.
Car rental.
Car rental in Bordeaux, which is pretty seamless. Now we've done it a couple times. It's pretty seamless process. And then it's about a 2.5 hour drive from Bordeaux to Louveciennes.
Yeah.
And I know how to do roundabouts before you go.
Yeah. So where we live here in the Pacific Northwest, we have roundabouts, so we're used to it.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, you can tell the people that aren't used to it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's-
how many roundabouts do you think we hit between Bordeaux and
Oh.
Louveciennes?
more than you can count.
I definitely way more than stoplights or stop signs. It's roundabouts pretty much. We only because we take the back way to avoid the tolls because
Yep.
we didn't know how the tolls worked. So
Now we're told that it's really easy, but
we've heard it's very easy, so we're willing to try it next time.
it's not much of a time savings.
It's only like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Really. And it's a €8.75 to go through the tolls, which that's totally fine, but we should know how it works if they take a card or what. So
Or do you have to have the thing in the window and you drive through, but
we
everybody
don't know.
stops. So long story short.
we figured it out, so I think we're comfortable to do the toll road next time.
Yep.
So the drive there, it's very nice.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Even
I
in the
mean,
middle of winter, it's beautiful.
yeah, it's no big major freeways, I guess, except for right out of Bordeaux.
Correct.
Coming out of Bordeaux, you do jump on a little bit of a freeway, but other than that, I think what's the highest speed limit? 90 kilometers?
No,
it
there was one that's
90?
100.
Oh, there was one that was 100.
Yeah, in Bordeaux, there's 110.
Oh,
Is either
goes to show
110 or
how much I pay
120.
attention to the speed limit.
Yeah. Yeah, she just goes faster. Kidding, just kidding. She doesn't.
Anyways, so the trip is, it's a nice drive. It's hard when you do, like we did it. We did, into Paris, cab, the train, and then the car. And by the time we got there, we were pretty beat. It was 24 hours,
25.
25 hours
25
of travel
hours.
the way that we did it.
And neither of us can sleep on the plane. So it makes it more challenging. We're trying to figure that out. We tried things that cover our eyes, different neck pillows. I don't know if you have any recommendations.
Let us
Please,
know.
please put in the comments
below. So that makes it rough. So we are going to be researching different routes, different ways to get to the south of France.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
So long story short, here's why we chose the south of France and the countryside over anything else. It's slower. It's a slower pace.
Slower pace.
The food is incredible.
Oh,
The wine is. So here's the thing about the wine. The wine. I don't like wine. I'm not a wine person. The last trip that we went wine tasting,
we did.
and
yeah.
I found one red that I liked and 2 whites.
Yes, which shocking. He's a beer guy.
I am a beer guy.
Whiskey, beer.
Yes.
I'm definitely a wine girl. I like me some wine, but I like red wines. I'm not much of a white wine, but I really enjoyed the white wines, and they didn't give me a headache and make me feel, So it was good. It was good.
And it's a bottle that you spend in the States. You spend $60 in the States, and it's €9 there.
9-10 euros, really.
So
Easy to.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's such a. Anyways, we're not alcoholics.
No, we're just saying it's just financially. So there's many, we're talking about our different reasons that we really like it
Yep.
there. I mean, food, the social aspect, and the way of life, and financially. I mean, things, things are a lot less expensive.
Healthcare as we grow older.
Yeah.
If once we're there full time, healthcare is.
That'll be a huge. That's
It's
a big
huge.
concern for me. I don't know why. I guess we all have worries in life, and mine is, just getting sick and us not being able to take care of ourselves, or not being able to afford to take care of ourselves. So that's a big plus.
Yeah.
That's a big plus.
And the social aspect is incredible. And I know you mentioned that, but as well, even during the winter, they always have events going on
Yeah.
in the different villages.
Yeah.
Summertime, every village has something going on almost daily.
Almost daily. You can find a village in the area that is having a night market,
Yeah.
or they do these evening dinners where you bring like your little picnic basket of silverware and plates and cups, and then you go and get your food from the local vendors there, and then they have live music and everybody just hangs out. But I don't know. It's things like that are. I really like. I
Yeah.
like that everybody just kind of sits down and has a meal together. I love that you can spend 3 hours at an apéro at a friend's house and it not feel like 3 hours.
No, it feels like 15 minutes.
You're like, oh my gosh, and I love that people are so in tune with what makes you happy.
Correct.
What brings you joy, what you find enjoyment in.
It's not what you do,
It's
like a
not.
job. We never talked about our jobs.
No.
You don't. That's something that they just don't talk about. Job is just a way of financing your life.
Yeah, it's just a
shouldn't be your life.
means for you to live the life that you want to live.
Yeah.
And that's been really refreshing to see.
It's so nice.
I think we are in such a mindset in the States that, we need to work, we need something better, bigger, and we sometimes really forget to just stop and remind ourselves what makes us happy, what,
Yep.
what gives us joy, what makes us smile, So I feel like they've kind of figured that out. You know?
Absolutely. They have it down.
They our friend is still there, and she sent me a message the other night that she was over at our other friends and they were making candles, and they made her dinner, and she was there for like 4 or 5 hours, and pure joy the entire time, and it's like. That's so refreshing. I just absolutely look forward to that.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, we all go to our friends' houses here in the States, and people come over, but it's tough sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's here. It's like, okay, we have to kind of show off.
Yeah, to keep
Not
up
with
with the
our-
Joneses.
yeah,
Keeping
keep
up
up
with
the Joneses. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And it's like, and people don't really care what you do. They don't care
They don't
how
care
much
what you.
money you
They don't care
make.
where you drive.
They don't care. Yeah, they don't care what you drive. We rented a Lexus, and I kind of feel like they were making a little bit of fun of us because first off, it was huge. Okay, you need to be driving around a small car.
It's huge for their
European
European
standards.
standards.
Yes. Yes.
Small for our standards. I'm a bigger guy. So it's hard to fit in some of the cars.
Yeah.
But you can't drive in some of the streets very easily.
Yeah, the roads, the single lanes. We'll share some video with you. The single lane roads, especially out in the countryside. Yeah. Anyways, it's so that is not a priority to people. To people, they want to just spend time with you, have a conversation. What are your thoughts? What are your what are your hobbies?
Yeah.
What are things that you like to do? Where have you traveled? Where those kinds of conversations. It's nice. It's really nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So kind of the next step, well, what we're going to talk about in the next couple videos and go over some of the houses that we saw. We didn't go into a lot of houses. The realtor, we had a fantastic realtor.
Well, should we kind of explain how that works there?
No, we'll talk about that next time.
Another video?
Yeah, we'll talk about that next time because it's very
Well, we
interesting.
say
It's very
realtor,
opposite.
just know she's like a friend of a friend who is a realtor. But
that's why she's so good.
Yeah, which we love her. But there you don't have like a realtor. So I just don't want people to think that you
True.
like,
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
like it works a little differently there. You have realtors that sell property and
So
we'll go into that later.
Yeah, so
but
we had a list. Good point. We had a list of houses that we wanted to see.
Yep.
And we were given the addresses, so we went by a bunch, and we took some videos and some pictures, and just going to them. Of course, pictures do wonders, and you get out there, and it's like, oh God.
Especially
can't do that.
on their websites, like their real estate websites there, you have to understand property does not move fast in France.
No.
Okay? Things can sit on the market for years. And I'm not kidding. Things can sit on the market for years. And so they may have some pictures on the listing on the website and it looks great.
Oh, that's right.
But you find out they're like, 5-6-year-old pictures.
Yeah. Or we went through a house in August. And the pictures were 10 years old.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
The one with the pool that wasn't a pool anymore.
That's right.
And I'll tell you what, it was dilapidated. I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know if we have pictures of that.
I don't know. We'll see if we can find some pictures of it. It was
it's still for sale.
That was the very first house, wasn't it, that we went into, and that was an eye opener because I was like, oh, okay, I know now. We can find the houses, but we need to go look at them like with
Correct.
our eyes and
Because
and actually see
the
them.
pictures look completely different.
Yeah, some of the
Anyways.
houses they look very, very different. So definitely
So
plan on.
we drove by. We drove by a
did.
bunch of houses, knocked them off the list, and then we found some that we wanted to go look at.
Which we did, yeah.
We did. We actually, our last video went over one of them. That was the original house that we wanted to see.
That was the original house that actually got us to book this trip.
Correct.
So we found our friends live right down the road from this house, saw it, was like, oh my gosh, it's a great deal.
Yeah, great. It's a great deal.
Well,
to buy it is a great deal.
Yes, but I think we kind of figured out that what was going to have to go into it, we probably would not get back out of.
For our standards.
Right. And
Yeah.
we have, there's an Americanized or a Europeanized home, and I think what it would have taken for us to kind of make it to something that would be comfortable for us to live in, we realized we would end up putting too much money into it.
Yeah,
So,
and it wouldn't have been a long term. It wouldn't have been a forever home for us.
no, not a forever home.
But
which
anyways.
really is kind of what it was just what we're looking for.
Yes.
I mean, we thought it would be a good like rental potential, and but we really wanted to have a place that
Is for us.
for us.
Yeah, and our friends and family.
Yep. So ultimately, we had to keep that in mind when we were there and when we were touring properties. So
that's going to be our next couple videos. Is some properties. We've got some exciting news to share after that, and that's it. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe,
yep.
and we'll see you on the next one.